Salam students, and welcome to this lecture. This class we will be doing one more topic from the writing skill section, that is diary entry. Okay. So first we'll just do a quick introduction about what diaries are. Okay. Diaries are extremely popular. All sorts of people ranging from young children to presidents of nations have kept them. So most of us do maintain diaries. We write our day-to-day happenings in our diaries. So all sorts of people, right from young children to the presidents of the nation, all maintain a diary, a personal diary. So diary writing is a short composition that records the writer's thoughts, reactions, and feelings about the activities which he or she has taken part during a particular day. So, this personal diary that the writer writes, it includes all the thoughts, the actions, the reactions, the emotions, the feelings, the activities, everything that the writer has undergone on a particular day. He maintains all this in the form of a diary. So everything is recorded in this diary. It helps give an outlet to emotions which the writer is not able to confide in to friends and family. So there are a lot of things we are unable to share with friends or family. So all these things can be put in the diary by the writer. So all the outlet to emotions which the writer is unable to speak out to others, to friends, is put in this particular diary. A diary is generally not meant to be read by anyone else than the writer. It is very personal and private, so it's not generally meant to be read by anyone. A diary can be a friend, a confidant, a tool that supports feelings, a facilitator of clarity in thoughts, or just a collection of dreams and what the writer imagines. So it acts like a friend, a person whom you can confide on, a tool that is supporting all your feelings and emotions because everything is recorded in the diary. It also helps as a facilitator, a helper to understand our thoughts, our thought processes, which is put up in the diary. Or it may be just a collection of dreams, all our dreams, our goals, our achievements, everything that the writer imagines, everything can be put up in this diary. More often than not, people find great comfort in writing a diary during their most stressful periods. So, when people are really stressed, are undergoing lot of stressful situations, stressful periods, they generally write a diary because they put in all their thoughts, their stress into this particular diary. A sterling example of such a diary is the diary kept by Anne Frank, a Jewish girl during more than 2 years in hiding during the Second World War. So, this is a very famous diary. This she maintained during her hiding in the Second World War. She had entered in all the happenings. Each day's situations were put up in this diary of hers. So now let's see what are the main features when you're going to write a diary. What are the things you need to remember when you are going to write a diary entry? It is written in informal and creative language but still follows a specific format. So the language used is very creative, very informal, but there is a specific format you need to follow. It is always written in the first person and in the past tense as it is a record. So it is in the first person as you are writing the diary, and you're maintaining this in the past tense. It's a record that has already happened, so you are writing this in the past tense. This may be followed by a greeting similar to dear diary. So you begin your diary by writing dear diary. Moving on, it usually starts with the day of the week, date, and time. Usually at the end of the day, at the top left corner. So you're going to write the day of the week, the date, and the time. Generally, you write the diary at the end of the day, wherein you maintain a record about all the happenings throughout that particular day. So this is put in the top left corner. The important events of the day are usually recounted in chronological order using vivid descriptions where necessary. So you generally follow a particular sequence of events that has taken place throughout the day. So from the morning till night, whatever has happened, you follow a particular chronological order and give specific descriptions about whatever has taken place during that particular day. The entry may include the writer's state of mind, comments on the events, and or a final comment about expectation of the future. So it includes the writer's state of mind, the emotions, the experiences the writer has had, maybe dealing with some event that has taken place. So all this has to be put in proper order when you're making a diary entry. It ends with the writer writing his or her first name. So at the end, you're going to write the name of that particular writer. So you need to remember these when you're making a diary entry pertaining to your exam point of view. Okay, now just go through this format. So you need to follow this format strictly when you're answering a question to diary entry. As you can see on the top left side, you have to write the day, the date, then you need to write the time. You will leave a line, then write greetings, which would be like dear diary. Then comes the content, the body of the diary. This you can write in 2 to 3 paragraphs also. The entire thing must be followed in proper sequence. The proper order needs to be followed. And finally, at the left bottom, you will put the name of the writer. Whatever is mentioned in the question, accordingly, you're going to put the name of the writer. So students, you need to follow this format very strictly. Take a note of this. Now, let's do an example, and so that you can understand it better. So this question here is, you are Neha. Today is your birthday and your father has gifted you a laptop. You are very happy to own it as you wanted to have for a long time. Before going to bed, you intend to share your joy with your diary. So write a diary entry in 100 to 150 words expressing your feelings. So this is about what Neha feels about what she received for her birthday. Now let's see how she has maintained this diary entry. So as you can see on the top left, the day and the date is mentioned. The date format has to be followed strictly. Then the timing, that is 10:30 p.m. So towards the end of that particular day, you're writing this diary. Then you have dear diary. So here there is no punctuation or comma to be used. You start, my joy knows no bounds today. It is my birthday and my father has given me a portable laptop as a gift. It is like a dream come true as I wanted to possess one for a long time. Now I would be able to browse the necessary information that I could not find in the library. I can't thank my father enough for the gift that he has given. He has never deprived us of anything in life. Now I can communicate with people through email and even chat with my friends. I can play games during my leisure time. Although it is a small thing, it holds the entire world. I hope I am able to use this gift effectively. The internet today can make us global. So it has great relevance in today's world. Then Neha. So the writer's name to come at the end. So as you can see in this diary entry, it's in the first person. Neha is writing it. So the you use I. Also, it's in the past tense that whatever has happened, she's put in her views, her opinions, her happiness, her emotions, everything is put in this diary. Also, it is in two paragraphs. So this format has to be followed very strictly. Okay. Moving on, there's one more example so that you can understand it better. You could get questions in this format also. You spent a week with your friend in his village near the famous Kovalam beach of Kerala, taking help from the information given below and inventing your own details. Make a diary entry of what you saw and experienced in God's own country. So you understood what you need to write. Now here there are some hints given to you. There are some clues given to you based on which you can write this diary. Okay, you have Kerala, which is God's own country. Invited by my friend to spend a week in Kerala. Christmas holidays, Kovalam village, near the famous beach, sea and surf, lush green surroundings, coconuts and palms, sprawling paddy fields, fishing, and a memorable stay. So, with this, you need to make this diary entry. Now here you have this entry, just go through this wherein you can see top left corner you have the day, date, the time, the greeting given. The first paragraph here deals with what this particular friend, you can give any name as there is no name specified. Okay, who is the friend who has actually invited you? Where is this place? What is it famous for? Everything, the clues given can be incorporated in this diary entry. So just go through this. In the next paragraph, the entire scenario, the scenery is described here. What did the writer actually experience there? What kind of things did he view there? The coconuts, the palm trees. He went surfing there, which was because a lot of beaches there, boat rides. Then what was Kerala famous for? What are the things he visited? The fascinating Kathakali dance also. So all this to top it all, also he has the writer here mentions about the oil massage that he got in those particular resorts. So it was a really memorable stay out there. And finally the name. So this is how you need to make a diary entry using the format, correct format, and understanding what you need to put in if the hints are given. I hope students you have understood the entire thing, how the diary entry needs to be made. So now the points to remember when you're making a diary entry. A diary doesn't need any formal heading. You don't have to give any kind of heading. The language must be simple. It must be written in first person. It should contain day, date, and the time. It should be followed by a greeting, dear diary. Use short sentences, very simple sentences. Write the events in chronological order. The sequence must be properly made. It can be written in 2 to 3 paragraphs. Stress on the emotions and feelings that are experienced by the writer. It should end with the writer writing his or her first name. So, students, make a note of all this, keep the things in mind, and make the diary entry. Now, there is this home assignment which you need to complete. The question goes, it was the happiest day of your life when the principal of your school informed you and your parents that you topped the list of successful candidates in your zone. Then started the endless ringing of telephone bells. Congratulatory messages started pouring in from friends and relatives. All the neighbors came to congratulate you and your grand success. At the end of the day, you were so much overwhelmed by happiness and excitement that you made a diary entry of the sequence of events on that fateful day. So reproduce that entry here, inventing your own details. So all that happened that particular day, you need to mention in your diary entry. So following the format given to you, complete this home assignment and we will discuss it later on. Thank you.